Welcome to this informative video on the question of identity. I am Dr. Fraser. Now, what can we say about these two individuals before us? Well, we see here we have our typical Anglo-Saxon standing approximately 7'8", weighing 120 pounds in pure bone and ligaments. But what can we say about his personality, just from observing, say, the way his arm moves inwards when he flexes? Could we possibly say he has an overabundance of intelligence due to the way he carries himself? Or could it possibly be he suffers an inferiority complex due to his outlandishly small ears? Questions to ponder. Now we come over to the female subject. What can we say about her from observation?
Ooh, Mr. Fraser, sir, pick me.
Yes, Alex.
Ooh, well, she has clothes.
And?
Ooh. Yes, Mr. Fraser, sir. Well, you see, the red jacket is a sign of viciousness that shows she's used to bathing in the blood for enemies, but the white scarf is to lure them into a false sense of security.
Interesting. I would like to retort.
Oh.
Get off the stage.
Sorry, Mr. Fraser, sir.
You can't judge somebody just by the way they dress. That would be like judging someone by the color of their skin. And that's wrong. To really get to know someone, you have to look inside of them. But since I'm not a certified surgeon, we will be looking inside of them metaphysically rather than normal physically.
Once upon a time, son, they used to laugh with their hearts and laugh with their eyes, but now they only laugh with their teeth.
While their ice-block cold eyes search behind my shadow, there was a time indeed they used to shake hands with their hearts, but that's gone, son.
Now they shake hands without hearts, while their left hands search my empty pockets. Feel at home, come again, they say, and when I come,
Again, I feel at home. Once, twice, there will be no thrice, for when I find doors shut on me. So I have learned many things, son.
I've learned to wear many faces like dresses, home face, office face, street face, host face, cocktail face with all their conforming smiles like a fixed portrait smile.
And I have learned, too, to laugh with only my teeth and shake hands without my heart. I have also learned to say goodbye when I mean good riddance.
To say glad to meet you without being glad, and to say it's been nice talking to you after being bored. But believe me, son, I want to be what I used to be.
When I was like you, I want to unlearn all these muting things. Most of all, I want to relearn how to laugh, for my laugh in the mirror shows only my teeth like a snake's bare fangs.
So show me, son, how to laugh. Show me how I used to laugh and smile once upon a time when I was like you.
Thank you for that droll
What are you
reading.
going on about again?
Thank you for that droll reading. Everybody that was Josie and the remaining Pussycat, weren't they fantastic? Now, what this author has to say about this poem is that identity is a thing constantly in flux, and he recalls his identity from when he was a child. How things were much simpler back then. How things are less simple now. This poem reveals of the author that he believes identity to be both inside oneself and outside oneself. How is this possible? Let's explore further.
Oh my gosh, okay, so I had Starbucks this morning. I love Starbucks. Oh my gosh, do you like Starbucks? I love Starbucks. So I like getting a white chocolate mocha frappuccino, but I like caramel in it. Ooh, have you had that before? It is so good. We should get Starbucks for lunch. You want to come with me and get Starbucks for lunch? We should definitely.
Here we can see two Homo sapiens attempting to have a conversation with one another. Unfortunately, the one standing to my right is completely unable to come up with anything of vague interest to the one standing on my left. However, the one to my left, whom we shall call Cassidy, is forced to affect interest in the subject that we shall call Cassidy 2 is talking about. Cassidy and Cassidy 2 are in a dilemma that is very prevalent today, in that even if you don't care about something, you're required to care about something. Because to say you don't care about something is rude, and rudeness cannot be tolerated. These kinds of things may be a general phenomenon, or may be something going on for a long time. However, in our poem, it is a heavy topic that must be observed.
Identity is the morals and standards people have for themselves and what sets them apart from society.
But wait, how does that make any sense at all, right? Because if people's morals, values, and beliefs are based off what society tells them what they internalize, then how can they be what sets you apart from society? Society shows you how to set you apart from society. There is no logical link there.
Well, people's identities are what sets them apart, but also being a part of a society, the culture and all that is another aspect of
Right,
identity.
so you and who you are is dependent on who everyone else is.
Yeah, and you can choose to follow or be different.
Doesn't that destroy the idea of you being you?
No.
Why not?
Because your experiences in life are going to be different than other people's. And it's how you react and the outcome of that is what makes your identity.
That's pretty insightful.
Now, one of the major questions that must be addressed about identity is it something that unifies us, diversifies us, or both? Well, to provide insight on that, we've invited Professor Alex Hale from the Guinness Brewery in Ireland. Alex, what can you tell us about this question?
Well, you see, lad, there are loads of differing interpretations of what exactly identity is. Many people say that identity is what brings us together. Like, things like my accent, beer, or, I don't know, going to pubs on the weekends. That's what, like, brings the nation of Scotland together, and that's what provides a national identity. Lots of other nations have other ways that they define themselves, so in that sense, your national identity is what brings people together and unites them. However, many people also would argue differently, that like within the larger society, different segments have things like, they like football, that sort of crap, right? And so those people, like, they're set apart differently by their identity. So identity, like, brings you together as a nation on a large group. But within the larger group, many people are, like, pushed apart and, like, they feel differently because of their specific identities that go against, like, the general culture.
Sir, that is a very intelligent response, and now I must ask you, when exactly are you planning on getting the northern half of your country back?
Ouch.
Once upon a time, things used to be different. People didn't laugh with their ice-cold eyes, and they used to shake hands without their left hands searching empty pockets. And their laughs did not show teeth like snakes' bare fangs. Things used to be different. Back in the day, people were more genuine, and they were not fake about their emotions. They acted on real intentions and were authentic.
Yep, that's good.
Okay.
Identity used to be such a simple thing, but now it is a challenge. You start with just the barest means of self-actualization and slowly move up the ladder until you reach that epitome, that summit of self-realization and power with the proper application of growth hormones and psycho-indoctrination. Oh, hello there. I hope you had as much fun viewing this film as we had making it. I would like to make a personal shout out to Summit Corporations for providing everything wonderful, and to Mr. Mudd Productions for making both Juno and Perks of Being a Wallflower, one which murdered the plot of Inception, and one which sold a fantastic novel. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen.